Welcome back to another episode of Cactus Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. My name is Bobby.
I'm Kevandre.
And last time, we left off right before reading the sentence, because we had hit like 40 minutes, and that's long enough, and then we did 10 minutes of shoutouts. That no one listens to, but we always thank Garrison at the end. So Garrison, if you're not listening to shoutouts, I'm calling you out.
I don't think we always thank him at the end. Just like twice.
Yeah, that's enough.
Oh.
That's always.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
If I used that logic, he would yell at me.
I don't ever actually yell at you.
He would look at me disapprovingly.
I have gotten genuinely mad at you once over Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze because you are insistent that it is a good game, and I was mad because bad.
It's a good game.
It's a shit game.
He's just not good at it.
Everything about it is off.
No.
And there's a lot of people that agree with me.
There's like two.
No, there's whole forums that agree with me that it's a
don't
terrible
think so.
game. Oddly, nothing.
That was Mother 3.
There's actually only a few people that agree with me that Mother 3 is a bad game, and they just all keep on saying the same thing on the thread. I looked at it, the usernames, there's only like 6 of them. But you know what? There's 7 of us now, and we're right. So if you guys want coffee, let me know.
How many?
Yeah. To be fair, it's never been officially released.
Exactly. I think that matters in the Mother 3 discussion. Most people who play it know what they're getting into and are going to love it anyway.
Right. So, it's a biased group.
Yeah. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah. But we got a new person introduced, Gant, however you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
How are you pronouncing his name? You're the voice.
Gant.
Okay, so we got new person, Gant, the chief of police for this district. And we also got him to tell us a bit about a switchblade knife that was wrapped up in a muff, which sounds unpleasant, but I would watch it.
Yeah, I'm imagining a woman just like to shank someone.
Yeah.
You couldn't see what I was doing, but you get the gist of what I was doing.
Right. Fuck. Teabagging.
Yes, teabag stab.
Yeah.
As one does.
Right. So, that's interesting imagery. Anyways, we got him to find the connection between that knife and another murder that happened at the same time at the police department in the evidence locker. And then he gave us a number about the person involved, and it's the same number as the officer killed in our thing. So, many direct links. Shit's about to get weird. And that's when we stopped it.
Yes.
Cliffhanger. Anyway, so...
Yes, you're hungover.
Yes, your turn, sir.
You say the ID card of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something? What does it tell you?
Oh, shit.
So I think we're gonna produce that shit.
Yeah. Witness! Oh, okay.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
Excuse you?
Because the uncircumcised pizza was found in your car. You didn't leave it there. I did. I broke into your car at the school.
Judge, breaking into cars on prom night at the school, assuming that your school had prom at the school. A lot of them do.
I'll break into people's houses and wreck up the place.
And leave uncircumcised pizzas just lying about.
At the Watergate.
Oh my. Anyways.
Turns out, I'm Nixon.
No, it's just, I got confused.
And this is news?
Shut the fuck up, Edgeworth.
Oh shit, has Edgeworth turned out to be Garrison?
Huh.
Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do.
The police department. The prosecutor's office.
I keep saying that wrong.
Yeah. No.
Anyways.
2 places. 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor. It's a hose. Anyways,
Oh.
I'm a defense attorney. Remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 584-2189.
It's also a phone number. I wonder if that's going to come into play. And this means what exactly?
Huh?
Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten.
5842189. Anyways, you didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number on the chief... I don't know where I got the on from. I'm having an off day. Anyways, the number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Shut the fuck up.
Wait a second, Wright. What does this...
mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that?
Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet, a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room, at the exact same time.
Turns out, they're twins, but their parents are assholes, who just named them both Bruce.
If you're a twin, an identical twin, and you share the exact same name with your twin, murder your parents. I'm kidding. I probably shouldn't actually say stuff like murder your parents for being complete asshats.
We're not influencers yet. We can get away with it.
And you either have... There's a sweet spot in there where you can't get away with it, because we're not influencers, we can get away with it. Or you can be PewDiePie level influencer, and you can totally get away with it.
He'll get in trouble for it, but then it'll be fine. Right?
Will he wipe away all of his tears with all of his money and contracts that are still in place?
Yeah.
That they, like, oh, hey, we're canceling this, and then never mind, it's back.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Don't worry about it. Oh, okay.
That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location. Order, order, order. Chief, what does this mean? The police department is dabbling in cloning? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this?
We don't like your coat.
Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Now wait just a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error.
Let me fix my hair.
Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare...
I agree. Edgeworth clearly had a vasectomy a while ago. They can't be his. Oh, yeah?
When did he have a vasectomy?
A while ago.
Okay, and why is that clear?
Look at him. He would like things neat and tidy.
He looks like the kind of guy who would be of a European aesthetic.
Do you see any, like, stains on his clothes around the waist area? No.
Do you see the waist area? No.
Sometimes.
Have you looked at it then?
If I get a chance to see his waist area, I'm staring straight at it.
Yes. Let's just bring up the Rule 34.
Right, and when he gets, kind of weird about it, he's like, what are you looking at? I'm like, you gonna eat that? Staring right at his dick. Mm-hmm. Right? And then the judge comes up.
Now it's circling back to ukulele here, so...
Yes, pickup lines.
You're missing out if you're not watching everything on the channel at the same time.
Yeah, we gotta interweave it together. That's how we do.
That's not how we do. It's not gonna make any sense, because nobody's gonna watch them day by day.
In ukulele, we made a whole bunch of pickup lines, and one of them was stare directly at the crotch area, and when they say, what the fuck are you looking at? You just be like, you gonna eat that?
Yeah, the crotchal region.
Yeah.
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah, he was worthless.
Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! I don't remember his voice.
Oh yeah, it was the kind of crackly, pubescent voice.
Excuse me, but it's Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises?
Almost exactly like that.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Yeah.
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
God damn it, Morty.
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lona Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
God! Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
Scientifically speaking.
In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then
He's not upset. He's just disappointed. That's what that look tells me.
No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say unworthy.
What?
Edge unworth.
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh. Well, it's,
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright-O over there. Good job, Wright-O, my boy. My boy. This piece is what all true warriors strive for.
I was just doing my job.
No.
Edgeworth, calm down. I'm allowed to do my job.
And I'm Javert. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, what with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
But Mr. Edgeworth,
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do.
you'd better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day on the prosecution as requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Okay, so that's to be continued.
But not today. But is today. Because it's only 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're not going to do a super short episode. Are we?
Nope.
Alright.
How dare this game not, structure itself to work with our half-hour thing.
That we don't actually maintain.
I know, if the last episode had been slightly shorter, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, but we're awful.
We're stupid.
Anyways, February 23rd, 2:15.
Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on?
I said, hey,
Yeah.
what's going on?
The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st.
He's a non-blonde, just like you and me and Edgeworth.
Edgeworth
That is 4 non-blondes.
Whoa! Edgeworth could be blonde. Just really platinum blonde. The kind that looks white.
Okay, take out Edgeworth. He's not in our band. Cumshoe can come in.
Yeah.
That makes us 4 non-blondes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, we're 4 non-blondes.
Yeah.
According to Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot. And the police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least.
Alright, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show.
But they are just for show.
Let's go. Science awaits us.
All of this, and not once have we talked to Lana. Man,
Lana.
we're just fucking awful.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder.
Oh?
There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Oh? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. You dumb bitch.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
See, this is why you don't take teenagers to crime scenes.
Especially teenagers who are, you know, siblings of a person of interest.
Yeah.
That oil drum, was it empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prostituter was brimming with water.
Water, water, yellow water.
My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never.
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
I guess I always assumed the blue was thoughts, not whispers to himself.
Yeah.
But she can hear it?
Yeah.
Turns out, Emma, just a figment of Phoenix's imagination.
I could see that. But then how would the courtroom hear her when she burst out?
Well, Phoenix is talking. It's a Fight Club situation.
Ah, I see. Yes, okay.
Oh, spoilers for Fight Club.
Yeah. From 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Has it been 20 years since Fight Club?
I think it's 2000, right? So.
Can you Google that?
Alexa, when did Fight Club come out?
The film Fight Club was released about 20 years ago on October 15, 1999.
It's more than
Over
20
20
years.
years.
Yeah.
I still fucking hate Rosie O'Donnell over that shit.
She didn't ruin it for me, but
Yeah, she ruined it for lots of people. Anyways, so, big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
I feel like you would still be able to find it with modern police tools, with the
Yeah.
spritzy.
Yeah, absolutely. You would have to very thoroughly clean that area. Just tossing it over some water wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grin for?
I brought the spritzy stuff. I used it in your apartment this morning. It was disgusting.
Jesus!
Yep. I'm not even saying it because I already said it.
Okay. Luminol. Spritzy.
Blood is sticky stuff, you know, just like something else in your apartment, Mr. Wright. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright, including the police.
That's actually really good advice.
Especially the police.
Look, yeah, that's also true. But this is one of the things that I learned in college very damn fast, was that if anybody tells you anything of, hey, this doesn't work, the first thing you do is go over there and check if it works. Because 9 times out of 10, they're just too stupid to turn the fucking power button on.
Yeah. We've both run into that at work.
All the time. Or one time my mom said her headlights wouldn't come on. because for some reason she had woken up way too tired and was trying to turn her headlights on with the windshield washer adjuster. She couldn't get them to turn on because she was just too fucking tired to realize she was using the wrong knob.
I see.
So my dad went out there and went poof, and turned them on. Oh man, that was so funny. We didn't let her live that one down for weeks, but then I brought it up again just now, so we still haven't let her live it down.
Yeah, now you gotta just text her, hey, remember that time?
For over 20 fucking years.
Yeah, you were on your way to see Fight Club.
Right. My mom actually got Fight Club like 15 minutes in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my dad was mad because she hadn't seen any spoilers about it. She didn't know about the movie even existing. But my dad picked it up on DVD, brought it home, and really was excited about watching it with her and all that stuff because he loved the movie. So he popped it in. 15 minutes in, my mom called that shit, like, near scene for scene towards the end. And he was like, bitch. Because my mom suffers from severe insomnia and has experienced something similar. Not like full-on Fight Club, but that thing where you start having, you doing shit, but you don't remember because you're kind of like in a micro-sleep state right there. Yeah, she's had that, which is interesting. So she called it. She was like, yeah, all right, this is it.
I didn't see it coming. I mean, I don't think about things as I'm doing them very much. Well, with the exception of Phoenix Wright, I guess. We've done that quite a bit.
Yeah,
but
Spritzy.
Yeah. But, like, oftentimes when I'm reading a book, I try not to think ahead to what's going to happen at the end of the book, because I'd rather be surprised. The exceptions are, of course, Phoenix Wright, and also when I'm in a book series, and there's another book coming out that is not out yet. Then I look at everything and think about it and completely, I'm just like, all right, what's going to happen here? Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah?
Blah, 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 blah.
That's nice. Anyways.
Just give it a try. A spritzy.
Yeah. Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
That has nothing to do with Spritzy.
You're supposed to drink the luminol.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of those things. Oh shit.
It's a Virtual Boy game now. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, sir.
Oh shit.
Press a button to spray it on. Okay, let's find some bloodstains. We're gonna find non-bloodstains, aren't we?
Yeah. Examine that shit. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's a biological stain.
It's so...
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood.
I don't believe that. You're a 16-year-old girl.
Somebody else's blood?
Okay, fair enough, but you gotta phrase that differently, my dear lady.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Somebody's lifeblood, perhaps.
You can still get weird when you word it like that.
I suppose.
Yes. I've had to endure lots of Lifetime movies. I know how sometimes women refer to their cycles, and it gets...
Do they refer to it as lifeblood?
I've seen it.
I don't care for that.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But
period.
No. No period jokes on this channel.
Turns out, that's how Lana's blood got on the shoe.
Gross. Anyways, so scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know this is a blood stain.
Yep.
But doesn't something strike you as odd, scientifically speaking, of course?
That's not a lot of blood. And it's not smeared from the shoe. What's on about this, scientifically? Yeah, the amount. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright.
I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find the blood stain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy, too.
I saved up my allowance to buy that.
Yeah, that's not weird.
Yeah. Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking in the sky.
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
That's not just police. That's everyone.
That's mostly Edgeworth.
Yeah, that's everyone.
Yeah. Also.
I had a chemistry professor that was a dick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When you go into your do lab and all that stuff, you're supposed to zero your scales and all that to make sure you do the right measurements.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he said, hey, here's the lab equipment. It's already been zeroed in and all that. Measure it just like it is. And he wouldn't let us re-zero it or anything. He's like, this is like from the manufacturer. This is supposed to be a real-life testing environment. So even though it's not realistic, you always reaffirm what you've got and you always recalibrate. But he was like, just go ahead. And he had fucked with it so the readings would be off.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bit. And you can make it match by just like adjusting it down a little bit when you were presenting your data. Anybody who did that instantly failed. He's like, nope, present the data as is. If your measurements are wrong, you need to say, this is the measurements I got. They are off by this much. And all that. Nobody did that. They would just adjust it down to make it look right so that way they didn't appear to be fucking up.
Interesting.
And that's how I failed one of my lab classes. He was an asshole.
And then you slapped a hoe.
I did slap a hoe. That's what I do. I just go around slapping hoes.
Fair enough.
My pimp hand is strong.
Too strong.
Too strong. Anyways, don't let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Oh yeah, just spray it on your dick.
Ah! Oh.
Spray it on her.
Oh, no! I wonder how the fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
Miss Star.
You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house.
I would eat the shit out of that. That looks really good. I'm kind of hungry. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead and doesn't really get my mouth watering. Anyways, what you up to, bitch?
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Star, but...
No, it's okay. It was my fault.
Oh, we know.
I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
It's pretty forgivable.
And also, you're gonna go to jail for it.
Most people don't go to jail for perjury.
You're gonna get fined quite a bit for it.
Most people don't even get fined.
Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events was from a different... I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and the testimony still stands.
No, it doesn't.
I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
She stabbed Goodman's body.
Oh.
Back when he was dead. Not while he was still alive. Interesting.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Okay.
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star?
Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal when they faced me...
I agree.
They coughed it up.
Every time, just on the side, he's sitting to the right of me. I just see his head just jut forward real quick as he's choking on some dick.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Coughing up a fur ball.
Yeah, choking on some dick. Agree to disagree.
Unfortunate to do it at the same time.
That would be the weirdest thing to ever have happen in... Like, the porno is otherwise just like a regular porno. But then she just coughs up a fur ball after sucking some dick that's way too big for her.
Yeah, it comes out of her mouth and it's just covered in fur. Because she's Catwoman.
Yeah. I feel like there has to be Rule 34 about this with Catwoman.
I hope not. I hope not.
There has to be.
I mean, I've seen plenty of Catwoman, but like...
Garrison, I need your help on this. I need you to help track it
Garrison,
down.
you have homework.
Yes. Thank you. If you manage to find it, we'll upload it on Twitter?
I don't think we will.
We'll share it on Facebook.
Nope.
Okay. We'll fap to it.
Okay. Probably not that either.
Anyways,
You skipped your line.
they coughed it up. Yeah, why?
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I can be your devil or your angel.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the Cough of Queen.
Why? Every time.
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
Oh shit. Emma with them jokes.
I really wish that we could have both Emma and Maya.
Yeah. And you were let go. Or fired?
Fired. I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prostituters hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's because you always wore the onigiri hat. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident.
Are you saying that she wore her onigiri hat as an investigator?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
It's a jelly donut.
Oh, okay. Ich bin ein Berliner.
Brittlina?
Yeah.
I was doing the Italian fingers, even though we're talking about Germany.
Yeah.
And onigiri.
This is one of those things that's actually somewhat interesting with the JFK, Ich bin ein Berliner.
Right.
Ich bin Berliner thing. Is that even though it's like a very specific type of jelly donut served specifically in Berlin where he was at.
Chili donut?
Jelly donut.
Wasn't it chili dog?
No?
Oh yeah, it's a jelly donut. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm a fool.
It's a jelly donut.
Why was I thinking chili dog?
Anyone from the outside, or it's more of a context-based thing, so it would have just been like, yeah, he's saying, I am also from Berlin, or I am one of you Berlin people.
Yeah.
Right? No one in that crowd thought that he was saying, I'm a jelly donut. No one. People are looking for it just to be funny.
Right, because politician.
Right. That being said, in my headcanon, this is one of the things that I could actually see being a real thing, is that JFK secretly just really fucking loved jelly donuts. Like, that was his big thing. He loved Heineken beer and jelly donuts. And that was it.
And chowder.
And chowder. And that was it. That's like all he ever wanted to eat.
And Marilyn Monroe's puss.
At least once. In all of 3 minutes. Apparently he was all about quantity, not quality.
I see.
Is what his wife said. So
Jackie O.
Yeah. She was
Jackie O nasty.
Yeah, she was sassy. So yeah. I like the idea that he in his heart of hearts meant that he was a jelly donut. He identified with the jelly donut peoples and he wanted to be one.
Well, he did get a hole put through him, so.
Oh, that's so fucked up. I love it.
It's been 50 years.
Yeah, still.
It's been almost 60 years.
Still.
Like, in like 4 years. That'll be 60 years. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Still won't drive down Texas with a convertible.
Don't go to Texas.
Nah, alright. SL9. Wait, she doesn't mean. And that's what we're gonna call it.
Yes.
Yes, talking about silly shit. Have fun with those jelly donut stories.
Talking about silly string.
Yeah, and Garrison, we're serious about that homework, so that's what you find.
Yeah, do the homework.
Anyways, let's go ahead and do our shout out so we can end this episode.
Yes. I'm going to do a shout out to Art Twitter. Now what that means is I'm doing a shout out to the artists of Twitter.
Yep.
Basically, some backstory on this is on Twitter and Facebook, people will see a design of something and say, oh my god, I want that on a shirt. Twitter bots will find that post, take the image, and then put it on a shirt on their website to sell to people. Regardless if they own the copyright for it or if they asked the original artist, which they didn't. They just take the picture, put it on a shirt, and sell it to somebody, regardless of owning it.
Right, it's not something like you opt into or something, so that way it goes towards any kind of account. It's Twitter bots.
So, the Twitter bots have been doing this and making a lot of money this way because people are just buying the shirts that the Twitter bot is telling them, hey, you can buy this on a shirt like you asked for. And so independent artists are getting pissed off about this. They're like, hey, I make this, I sell this on my own website, and they're just stealing sales from me. So what they started doing recently is they're just uploading images of Mickey Mouse, like saying like fucked up shit, and also just like having things that say, hey, this is not a parody, sue the shit out of me, Disney, or anything like that. And so the bots are selling images that say sue me, Disney on it, and marking it as Mickey Mouse and everything like that. And so they're getting taken down immediately. So basically, the artists of Twitter are utilizing company lawyers on Disney's part or whoever to take down these bots that are hurting their own individual sales.
It's very clever.
It is the coolest, tightest shit. And I'm very proud of them. And it's working. So I get the feeling that those Twitter bots are going to stop, or at least have some additional stuff put in to do it better. But it's been very interesting to watch. So I'm very proud of the artists of Twitter, and so I'm doing a shout out to them.
Yes, it's a good one. When he told me that story, I laughed my ass off. My shout out is going towards a channel that I discovered very recently, and specifically one video, but I'm going to do a shout out to the channel, and it is AbsolBlogsPokemon. And I really like this channel because he makes almost the exact same puns that Kavandre does in real life.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's great.
I haven't watched it yet.
I sent the video to Kavandre, and he hasn't watched it yet. The same shit he yells at me for doing.
I was witching.
I don't care.
Oh.
Anyways, so what he did in the episode that I'm particularly liking is in Pokemon Emerald, there is a glitch to where you can actually end up leveling up a Pokemon inside of an egg, which is interesting, and they will even evolve inside of an egg. So he wondered, hey, within the amount of step counters and all that stuff, can I get an egg to level 100? Turns out, yes you can. Not hacking or anything like that, it's all glitches found within the normal release of the game. You can get a berry and all that stuff to reduce a Pokemon's health down to 0 by reducing its HP EV values, which is an interesting thing. And then at that point, the egg will default to the main portion of her party, and the game doesn't know how to deal with that, so it just kind of summons the Pokemon that's inside the egg with a very odd color scheme. Nothing can hit it, because it's not supposed to be able to be hit, it's an egg, and it gets kind of weird. The game doesn't like it when you do it, but he did it.
You know what I also found that's, related to Pokemon eggs, was when we were playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, I was hatching a lot of Pokemon, right? And one of them I named Egg when it was hatched, right?
Yes.
And if you name a Pokemon Egg, at least in Pokemon Shield, it will say the egg was added to your party, or whatever, rather than egg was added to your party.
Interesting.
Yes. I thought that was pretty funny, and I just randomly discovered that. I don't know if that's true for the other games, but I think it's interesting.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. That was an odd little channel that popped up on my recommendations, and I'm like, well, that's some funny shit.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah, especially since he evolved a Nincada into a Ninjas, and it did create a separate egg for Shedinja.
Shedinja was still in an egg too?
Yep.
Interesting.
I thought that was pretty cool. It was a fine choice for him. But he did it abusing the secret base trick with 6 Blissies.
Okay.
And he killed the shit out of them.
I'll have to watch this, because
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it a lot. That's what I got, folks.
All right, see you guys next time.
Bye, Garrison.